G'day, Twisters. We're having a short break, couple of weeks. In the meantime, get behind this young fellow. He's a good kid. He's doing this Mullets for mental health. I really enjoyed this episode. He's chasing some funds. And so just follow the links in our socials and get on board. Thanks a lot. Catch you in a couple of weeks.
Twist the throttle, let it burn. Every mile's a lesson learned. Lean it hard, don't let it slide. Life's a ride we cannot hide.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, watchers, to another episode of Twist the Throttle. This week we've got our mate from Geelong.
Mullets for mental health.
Yeah, I know. I know it's Mullets for mental health, but he was on the podcast before.
Where we went to the Geelong Complete Health
Complete
Day.
Health Day.
Yep.
So thanks a lot for coming along.
First things first, mate. How old are you now?
12.
12. Love it.
Same age as my little boy.
Before we get into the mullets, mate, what sort of kid are you normally? Do you play sports, hobbies? What keeps you busy?
I'm into footy, but now I'm into rugby.
Yeah.
So at school I'm doing the rugby academy.
Yep.
And yeah, I just really love rugby and footy. And I'm also into like games like Call of Duty.
Oh, nice. Big gamer boy.
Yeah.
I remember good. My lounge room's got two TVs side by side because my wife and I game together.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah, and they're huge TVs.
Two little ones. They're only 98 inch each.
Yeah.
Wow.
It looks cool, but this is what happens when idiots get money.
So what do your mates think of you being on a podcast, mate?
Jealous?
To
I just laugh in their face.
be honest, mate, when you first grew the mullet, was it cool or did people give you a bit of shit for it?
Yeah, they gave me a bit of shit. Yeah.
You took it in your stride? Yeah,
Doing it for more than just
that's it.
you're doing it for a really good cause, which is
Yeah.
So where did the idea come from to grow the mullet?
Dusty.
Ah, yes, the footballer. It took me a second. Yeah, we're black guys, mate. We don't play footy.
But this is not your first one either, is it? It's the third one you've done?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was your idea. You suggested it yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So how'd you get in contact with Mullets for mental health?
Mum posted a picture of me on one of the social medias and then they contacted us.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
If I wanted to do it, and I did ask Mum if I could start because I have seen a couple of videos of it.
Yep.
So I asked her if I could do it, and she said yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
So how long have you had your mullet for now?
This will be his fourth.
No, but I'm meaning how long has it taken to
Get to that.
to this one?
Since he had his last mullet.
May last year.
May last year.
Right.
You shave it and start again. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
And the mullet here, you give it to make wigs, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His first one was.
Yep.
This year and last year.
Last year, no, because he dyed his hair bright pink.
Yeah, I've got
And
a photo right here.
yeah,
Thanks, Jeff.
it is getting coloured this year.
Yeah. What colour are you going this year, mate?
Pink and blue.
Good, stand out.
So
That's the go.
with the tips here,
Yeah.
I've gone pink and then the rest blue.
Nice.
Blue
Nice.
for men's mental health and then pink for breast cancer.
Nice. Love it, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I had a bright green mullet for no reason other than I was a weird place. Actually, it's mohawk, big mohawk into a mullet. So
Yeah, I'll put a trap here.
oh, I've got to find it. That might be a bit more of a challenge.
Yep.
What was the moment where you realised, well, people are actually getting on board with us?
Probably halfway through when I started the first Mullets mental health,
Yeah.
when the fireys contacted us. So the Fire and Rescue Victoria,
Mm-hmm.
when they first contacted us, I was surprised. I actually nearly broke down in tears because how surprised I was.
Was that the moment you realised that it was going to be a big deal?
Yeah,
Yeah, bit of a life-changing event.
yeah.
Yeah. You've raised thousands of dollars. What's it like to do that as a young bloke?
Really crazy.
Yeah. So how's the fundraising work? People donate to
Yeah,
support or?
So his first ever mullets,
Yeah.
which he was 9 years old. He didn't want to waste his mullet because he wanted it cut off, but he didn't want to waste it. So I was hunting around, and we found hair for hearts in Sydney. And
Yeah.
Hair for hearts.
and he donated his hair there. It was 100 grams off a kilo.
It's a lot of hair.
Yes. Fire Brigade put $5,000 onto his Mullets for mental health
Awesome.
fundraiser, and the other 5,000, so they put 10 on it altogether, went to to 5,000 went to Hair Hearts.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
And the rest was just from community,
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so we'll get you to send us a link so we can put it up and see if we can get you some more money through.
We're going to do that for sure.
We'll definitely chuck some money on for you.
Yeah, and then was it last year or the year before that we had someone that we didn't even know that put over $200 in?
Yeah,
sick.
well, unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now it's over in the States.
Yeah, nice.
And-
Awesome.
And if I win, I get, how much was it?
$100.
$100?
Yeah, that's all right.
Nice.
Not chump change, is it? So what's the funniest reaction you've had to somebody seeing your mullet for the first time?
It was actually when I dyed it pink.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was 2023 when I was at one of my brother's games.
Mm.
Someone said to me, I look like one of the players from Richmond.
Yeah.
Oh, I forget his name. I think his first name is Ralph or something.
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't know, mate. I'm not a football guy. We'll look it up and we'll put it in here.
Making me work.
Make it more work for you, mate.
Making me work for my money this time.
That's it. From your perspective, Tanya, when he first told you wanted to grow a mullet for mental health, what was your reaction?
So he actually was having a competition with his older brother
Yeah.
to see who could get the longest mullet.
Yeah.
He actually won in the end.
What's the age difference between the boys?
16 years.
Yeah.
16
Oh, wow.
years, wow.
I was proud. Like,
Yeah.
I had a tear in my eye because we've lost a lot of people with mental health.
Yeah.
And look, I've struggled. Ford struggled, and he's still struggling at the moment.
Yep.
I lost one of my brothers only 2 years ago. And there's so much mental health out there.
Yeah, definitely.
And more for the men because the men are silenced. A
Absolutely.
lot of them won't speak up.
Yep.
I will do anything to help when it comes to mental health.
Yep.
So I was proud of him, and I kept upping his goal,
Yep.
which was a silly thing because we only started at 750,
Yep.
his first mullet, and then I upped it thinking that, I had to keep upping it because it got over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he hit over his target anyways.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to up it. It just keeps going as long as you...
Because
Yeah,
the-
that's
Yeah.
the minimum you're aiming for, but you can get as much as you
But
want.
if you don't hit the target, you don't get it, do you?
So no, yeah,
No, you still
so
get it.
you just put a target and
Yep.
then just leave it at the target.
Yep.
And then the money still goes into
It's still-
Ford's
It's just
raising.
it's basically saying you're over what you thought you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he went way over that year, and he also went over it last year.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Did you ever think it would turn into this level of fundraising?
Not really, but we've just kept going because Mullets for Mental Health has been absolutely amazing with Ford. Mm-hmm. Ford's been an ambassador for them.
Yep.
And they were so rapt. He's the talk of Mullets for Mental Health. And they're actually waiting for the 1st of April to see how he goes
Yep.
and what's coming out, because that's our start date for Ford. And it'll go right through to the 30th of April.
Yeah.
They usually leave it open a little bit longer because we usually have a day where he cuts his mullet off or whatever.
Yep.
And we still might get money in.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so
So it's starting to get a lot of traction. I've been seeing it a lot on Facebook lately.
Yeah,
three blokes cruising around. Have you got one of those shirts yet? Those
yes, he has.
pretty cool looking shirts.
He's just got his first reward for this year, which is his bucket hat. It
Yep.
arrived yesterday.
Yeah, well,
And he's received everything from Mullets. He won the competition last year, got his work boots. So he's won a... Yeah, he's won
Budgie smugglers.
Yeah, Budgie Smugglers was the first too. But he's proud. He'll wear it, to camps. He just wants to help other people out there to know it's not weak.
To speak.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
so how have you seen Ford change over the time that he's been with them?
I've found a lot. They're so supportive.
Yep.
Mullets is very, very supportive. Even on the off season for us with the car accident
Yep.
we had last year, they were more with us than TAC, believe it or not.
Yeah, we believe it.
And his mental health went really, really down. He witnessed everything from my
Yep.
accident.
How'd you cope with that, mate?
It was pretty difficult.
Yeah.
And me and my mate Sam, we watched Mum get cut out of the car.
Terrifying, isn't it?
And so I wasn't actually I think I'm not trying to blame anyone for this, but I reckon the hospital did get something wrong because I definitely had a concussion because days and days after the accident my head was ringing still.
Yeah.
Mm.
And because they didn't check me for a concussion at all.
Yeah.
So, and because I wasn't actually, because I've not told anyone this except I should have even told you, Mum. I wasn't like fully conscious when, like, after the accident.
Yeah.
My mate Sam was the one who woke me up.
Yeah.
So we both got out of the car by ourselves, and yeah, we walked out of the car and went to Mum's door, trying to open it. We couldn't get it open, and then some guy came in. He plied the door open, like he just ripped the door open,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty traumatic to see all that. Was it on a busy road or?
Yeah.
No,
I was on
Cape,
the.
it was Cape Otway Road.
Oh.
I had a seizure at the wheel.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that something that had happened before, or
No, I had
so
little seizures, but nothing.
nothing that bad? Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was there anything that triggers it? Like sun through the trees or?
No, well, they think it might be stress.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Stress related, because I moved my dad, I moved my son, and I'd lost my nan, who was the age of 100. So,
Oh wow.
and she was a big part of our life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What sort of conversations has it opened up in the community?
I haven't put it out there yet on the Lara community. We had Lara Sporting Club on board last year. The community's been really great
Yeah.
every other year. Well, the Fireys, it was one of the Lara boys from not from CFA, but the Vic Emergency and all them. They were on board. He had his mullet actually cut
Yep.
at the fire station.
So
cool.
it starts on the 1st of April,
Yep.
and how long does it run for?
Ends till that's right
April
through
30th,
to
isn't
the
it?
30th of April.
yeah.
Okay, so it's just for the month,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the fundraising part, and then on the 30th.
Yeah.
He's already started, but
Yeah.
raising funds.
Yeah.
Yep. So you got $300 or something so far?
$361.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
We
Let's
haven't-
try and get that bumped up a little bit.
We have a big hit on for his target,
Mhm.
because when we look at it in 2 years, he's done 20. Yeah, so we have 20K on there. Yes, we might not get to it.
Yeah, but it's worth
that's
it.
where our target's.
Beautiful.
And we'd like to see as many as we can to support him.
So, as a mum, how does it feel to see your son stepping up to help people like this?
I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
I think it also shows that there's, for the younger clan out there to actually see that there is mental health,
Yeah.
realise it's out there, and it's safe to talk to someone. There's always that ear to open it.
So, Ford, mate, when you've struggled with mental health yourself, have you spoken to professionals about it, or what do you do for coping mechanisms?
I just really speak to my brother
Yeah.
and like my mates.
Yeah.
And he has got 2 workers on his thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They help you a lot.
Yeah.
It can be tough to talk about sometimes. So how do you initiate a conversation like that?
I usually just start off with like something about like footy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
That's
get,
what they all-
get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's important to talk about mental health?
A lot of people don't like to talk about it because they think people just call them weak
Yeah.
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Yeah. Do you get more of your mates talking to you about this type of stuff now, or
Yeah.
they know you're someone who'll actually listen and
Yeah.
take the time? That's pretty cool.
Well, you know, you were talking before that you're saying the school's very supportive. They ever got you to like talk about it in front of your class or anything like that? No.
No, they haven't.
Has anyone shared a story with you that really stuck with you or anything like
But
that?
yeah.
Yeah? Which one?
My friend Emmy, she's been like her mental health is really bad still.
Mm.
Like her stepdad, he'll get drunk every night,
Mm-hmm.
abuse her mum, and her brother. She'll even tell the school that she doesn't want to go home,
Yeah.
and like
Tough situation to be in, isn't it, when you can't do much?
yeah,
Yeah. What do you hope people think about when they see your mullet?
just think it's a good mullet.
It's like, nice mullet.
Yeah,
Right.
Dusty's got a good one too. And is he doing the mullets for mental health as well?
No,
No.
it's just his thing.
Should write him a letter.
Yeah.
He's in Yarrawonga.
I was going to say, the best mullet I ever saw, I used to be part of a race team with a mate of mine, and we went over to Adelaide, and this bloke walked into the pits this day. He had short, spiky hair right across the top, completely skin shaved down the sides, and then his mullet was past his butt at the back. I was just like, now that is the best party at the front, party at the back I've ever seen. Yeah, like, mate, it was skin, spikes, and just the most
Wow.
luscious long hair you've ever seen. I was like,
Do you,
that's a commitment to a
What's
big.
what's your go-to care routine, mate? You use conditioner? Or Do you do the whip to dry it off, or what?
Don't really have a routine.
No, not a weekly washer or anything. Mum doesn't buy you special oils and stuff.
Nah.
We should get on to Barber's Choice.
Sponsor of the channel. Put a link here.
So this year, you're raising funds for someone specific. You said Brad, who sadly lost his battle with mental health at just 31.
So, Brad, he's basically my uncle.
Yep.
I lost him, was it last year?
November.
Yes, in November. He was basically Mum's son-in-law.
Yeah.
He's close to our family in many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and Brad's son, Logan.
Yep.
Logan comes to me as like a brother.
Yep.
And I think it's him as my younger brother that I've never had. And he'll open up to me with like anything. If it's like doing, like including with like family issues, mental health, like even like something with like sports that's like making him mad. And even his sister will come up to me and talk to me about stuff, and I'll listen to them. And they say to me, I'm probably one of the only people that listens to them other than the dad.
So did you know?
And their mum.
Did you guys know Brad was struggling at the time, or?
No, we didn't.
I know a bit
Yeah.
because of Logan, but other than that, no.
Yeah. Never.
It's a shock to
It's
us.
never blaringly obvious until it's too late. That's why we like to talk about it.
Yeah. I seen a picture the other day of this is what depression looks like. A picture of all
like
the
smile.
photos and everybody's smiling and they're
Yeah,
all happy.
That was him. Help anyone out.
Yep.
Mm.
He
Well,
always a character.
So Brad was a good person overall.
He was the first person to check up on anyone. No one else would check up on him.
Yeah. How did his passing away affect the people around him?
It affected people really bad because he was well known.
Yeah. Well,
So-
so you've been there for Logan and his sister. Yeah.
It was me, Logan, and my brother and some of my brother's mates. As an early birthday present for me, we're going on the fishing charter, and Logan said, if he catches a fish, he's gonna save it
Mm-hmm.
and just keep
Good.
it. And, like he's gonna skin it, like not skin it. He's gonna
Gonna
like
get taxidermy, get it staved. Yeah, make a
Yeah.
trophy out of it. That's pretty cool.
and put because his dad's first ever catch was a gummy shark,
Oh, nice.
and he wants to catch a gummy shark, and yeah, taxi on it.
Yeah.
I'm not in
And,
that one.
and he wants to put it on the wall and say, like, get it on like a plaque.
Yeah.
Say,
For.
Brad's first fish.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
so why is it important you dedicate this year's fundraising to it?
We just think of him as family and we love him that much.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's good.
If Brad could see you, what do you raising the money and the awareness? What do you think he'd say?
Be proud.
Yeah.
He would say, fucking good job, kid.
Yeah.
Fucking good job, kid.
Good job, kid. We're not politically correct here.
No, it's
Swear
all right.
away.
You're allowed to.
100% he would have said that.
Beautiful. Tanya, when something like this happens to someone so young, it reminds everyone how real mental health struggles are. What message would you want people here that are listening?
I would like him to remember that we would rather them here than
Yeah.
seeing him at a funeral, not to be able to speak to him again. There's always numbers that you can ring.
Yeah.
You can do it all over the internet now.
Yeah. There's a text service and everything.
Yeah.
Headspace, Lifeline.
Yep. Beyond Blue,
Yep.
Mullets for mental health.
Yep.
They've got a number too.
Man's line. Right at the
Man's
start of the
line.
show, you'll see the numbers rock up along the bottom there.
Just, if anyone's struggling, kids, they've
Yep.
got kids Lifeline now. Please check out on your mates, family. If you haven't heard from them for a couple of days, just check in on them because you never know.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be the last time you see them.
So, as a parent, what do you think we need to do better when it comes to mental health conversations?
I really think it should be in schools.
Yep.
Schools should be a part of an education. There should be more advertisement out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think we need more facilities.
I was going to say, from having, obviously, you got a 16-year gap between the kids, you've seen how much it's changed in that time from,
Yeah, I have.
from one
Yeah.
to the next.
So-
We have come a long way, but there's still a long way to go.
We have.
Yeah.
We want to get down. We don't want this to go any further with
Yeah.
someone losing their life. But the men are the highest is the men, and it's back in the days, men had to be. They were the breadwinner.
Yeah.
They had to be strong.
Women are more inclined to talk about it. Men
Yes.
tend to bottle it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I think we still, the men still these days are thinking the same thing.
It's good. It's drummed into us at a young age.
Yeah.
Suck it up.
Don't burden other people.
Don't show your
Don't
emotions.
show your emotions.
Yeah.
You know, you're always going to be okay, but it's not.
So if someone your age was struggling with mental health but feels they can't talk, what would you say to them?
Probably like, yeah, that question I really don't know because I've never really had someone not speak to me about it.
So if somebody come to you and they had like, oh, this is happening to me, who would you point them to?
Just say if it was at school.
Yeah.
Point them
Counsellors or something at school?
to either one of their favourite teachers.
Okay, it's a good
Yeah.
one, yeah.
So you guys have a special counsellor at school, or is the
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
yeah?
Yeah.
It's something we never had growing up, was it?
And one of the wellbeing teachers at
We
our
had to
school.
wait till we got home.
Yeah.
And one of the wellbeing teachers at our school, he goes live on TikTok every night talking about footy,
Yeah.
like sports.
Nice. So he's a bit of a social media head as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's something small your mates can do to check in on each other?
So I just keep asking each other, like, even if it's not every day, like, at least
Just
ask
checking.
them if they're alright.
Mm. All right, mate. Serious question. Is this mullet thing going to go on forever? You're going to chop it off every year and start again?
See, because I want to join the Air Cadets,
Yeah, you got to have the serious haircut.
it possibly won't be.
Oh, no.
So is there an
How old do you have to be to do that now?
13.
13, so next year. This could be the last one.
Shit.
This could be the last big mullet.
Yeah.
We're going to go for
So
the
have you-
ultimate goal of the biggest mullet in fundraising history then this year.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, that's the go.
Let's get him over the 20k mark.
Let's get him up there.
Is there an air for cadets in Lara? There's one here in Point Cook.
There's one in Point Cook. I know that for sure. It's
Yeah.
rather than go all the way that way, come up this way. We've got the RAF base up here, the museum and everything like that. My sister-in-law is heavily involved in air cadets. She's been involved for 30-odd years, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty deep into it.
I really enjoyed it. I wish I stuck with it. We lived quite a way away from where the cadets were trained. My parents had to drive across town to take me there, and I was always late. So then I had to stand on the parade ground.
Yeah.
I got in trouble every time I got there because I was late.
Late, yeah.
So then I didn't really like it all that much. So hopefully that doesn't happen to you.
My funniest being late story was a guy at our baseball club used to coach the kids,
Yep.
and he was late to the kids, and his son was with him, and then he made his son run laps because he was late.
That sucks.
That's crazy.
You got a notepad with you there? Have you got anything on there that we haven't covered off that you wanted to talk about, or
Oh.
what do you got? What do you got going on there? My name is Ford. All right, cool. Yeah.
I've done that before. Over prepared and then went, oh,
Yeah, I
we
did.
kind of spoke about that. We spoke
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
Have we not covered anything? Oh shit! You got pages and
Oh.
pages.
yeah, so there's people that I'd like to thank, which is,
Pull the microphone a bit closer to you, mate.
yeah, there's people that I'd like to thank, which is you guys for letting me come on this podcast.
Mate, we love having you on
I
there.
loved having you on, mate.
Yeah, and Mum, and also Mum's friends from the FC family, which is like a TikTok group,
Yep.
which is Nay, Freddie, Hazel, and all that. And they've really helped me a lot. And a lot of them have came down from, like, even
Gippsland.
Gippsland, New South Wales.
Yep.
To come and support.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Brothers or sisters.
Yeah.
Those guys, yeah, they're always there. Don't worry about them.
Fun.
Special thanks to Kate.
Oh, yeah, and Kate, which is one of Brad's
Yeah.
close family. And also Nathan. And, yeah,
Lara community.
Yeah.
Yep.
they've not really done much, except
Not this year, but
They will.
last year.
They will.
mainly the only year that they joined was last year. The year before it was only the Fireys.
Yeah.
Because my footy club, Lara, shit club. That's all I gotta say.
They didn't do much to help.
Yeah, we told them and they didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's getting a lot bigger now.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get the word out there and our watchers and listeners can get behind it.
I'll say one thing, mate. As a young fella, we were doing our podcast down at the Geelong Mental Health Day.
Yep.
And you walked up to us and said, "Can I be on your podcast?" That takes some pretty big balls, because like we're not anyone special. We're not a huge podcast, but still to be able to walk up to a couple of blokes
That look like
big scary dudes like us, and go, "Hey,
Can I be on
I've
your
got
podcast?"
I've got something I want to talk about." And like, cool, let's get over here, mate. Let's go.
That's what it's all about.
Actually, really respect off the bat. We were like, "Yeah, this kid's cool. We've got to get him on the show."
Come out of your way, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to you before Jeff was rudely
I was
at
really
home
late. I do
sleeping.
apologise.
Anyway, I was saying we ask everybody what Twist the Throttle means to them, and I gave you a bit of a heads up.
I've been thinking about that, and I really can't think.
Go full speed. Yeah. If someone tells you to go hard, what are they talking about? Talking about life, talking about rugby, talking about school. What do you think?
Don't be a pussy and suck it up.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I was asking about motorbikes too. So you've said you've been on motorbikes.
Yeah, and I stacked it.
Yeah.
We all do the first time.
Yeah, but I was actually pretty good at it. It was a PB50.
Dirt squatter, love them.
Yeah, the only reason I stacked it, I drove it right into a tree. It's because at my auntie's, she has ducks, swans, and one of the swans started chasing me. And when I came back, so I was because they have farmland. The old house had farmland, and I was just driving around the front and the back, coming out the gate, going around the front again. And one of the swans stayed at the front, waiting for me to come back around. Both of them stayed one here, one there, blocking my path, so I couldn't go anywhere. So
Swerved and
Evil swans.
they were hurting you up.
And your target fixation on the tree.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Smack
Yeah.
into the tree.
yeah,
It's a thing on motorbikes. If you're like, I don't want to hit the tree, and then you're looking at the tree, you're going to hit the tree.
it was right in the middle. It was like this middle trailer, and I didn't want to hit that because.
Oh shit! Yeah, that did
And
Butland
then
hit the tree?
the other side, they had one of their cars,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then the other side, they had my uncle's truck.
Oh shit!
And I thought
Lesser of all
Trees.
Yeah, and I thought the tree's probably going to be the softest option.
So we're talking air cadets in the future. You were pretty rapt talking about the 747 from the air show that I went to.
Yeah,
Plan to be a pilot? Is that the ultimate goal?
yeah.
Yeah. You love to fly planes. Where'd the love of planes come from? Growing up in Lara and seeing them flying over your head all day, or
Nah.
no?
No, so his grandfather he was in the Air Force.
Oh, nice.
Someone that's very close to our family. Ford unfortunately didn't get to meet. She was killed in our car accident Black Saturday. She was in the army.
Yep.
And she's always with us, Black Saturday, we always have something going on.
Yep.
Because she's got 2 girls that she left behind.
Yep.
And they're a big part of our family. So
Beautiful.
we've always spoken about it. There's history there.
Yeah. So definitely
With the defence.
military service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 2 career paths when you go into the Air Force. You've got fighter jets, and then you've got the cargo planes and all the other
Fighter jets.
Fighter jets.
fighter jets.
Yeah.
They reckon if you sign up to do fighter jets, and I was speaking to, because I like the air show too,
Yeah.
speaking to the
Don't you have to do the
recruitment
G test?
people. Sorry?
And you have to do the G test.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that
That'll
if
be a
you
bit
actually
waiting, though.
start a career as a fighter pilot, you'll be a forever
What?
Air Force person.
Oh, yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
if you get into cargo planes, you'll learn how to do that, and you'll jump in
Go do commercial.
passengers and
Yeah.
cargo planes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Still fun.
Oh, huge career opportunities.
But if you
to
have
be-
if you're a passenger pilot, you have more people at risk.
Yeah.
And because your brains, because you would be a cargo pilot, if you see another plane in the distance, even jets that are escorting you out of certain airspace,
Mhm.
Yep.
what do? I'm back in the Air Force.
Mhm.
What do?
Yep.
Yeah.
They've got a
Did
whole
you-
procedure for how to deal with
Did you
stuff.
see the footage this week of the bloke in Iran doing the US pilot getting away from the missiles? Did you see that one?
Yeah.
I'll find it and send it to you. Yeah, it was, yeah. It's like
I have just let you know a lot of those videos. They're actually from a game called War Thunder.
Yeah.
I play War Thunder. I know what
I love War Thunder.
a good game.
Yeah.
There's that game. The first time I played it, I thought it was like a sim game where you were trying to just muck around and kill people. No, it's a full-on simulation game where you learn how to fly a plane in that game.
Yeah, unreal.
Yeah, another question. Since you're in the Air Cadets,
Yep.
did you learn what at ease means?
Yeah.
Relax.
Relax. Yeah. Arms
Yeah.
behind
Yeah.
your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what you want people to do.
So you're going soon to the flight simulator in Docklands, I believe. Your mum said.
Oh, yeah. And the
I
first
want to
thing-
do that.
The first thing they want to do is possibly get into try and see if I'm allowed to fly the F-35 Lightning or the
Yeah, wow.
or the B2 Spirit
Yeah,
on one of the
nice.
simulators.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's going with the worker.
Yeah,
That's good.
very cool.
What about helicopters, bud? 'Cause helicopters would be fun too.
See that?
They fall out of the sky too much.
Auto
Yeah.
rotation. They can save themselves.
Yeah, plus helicopters in there hold by one screw.
Yeah.
The angel nut.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ford went to school with a little boy who was in the Queensland crash.
Oh,
Yeah, his name's Leon De Silva.
Yeah, that's
Him
not
and his
nice.
mum were in the Seagull helicopter crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
And he's even lucky to be alive now.
Yep.
yeah.
So
So
It's
Mate.
everywhere, isn't it?
we'll wrap it up here, mate. Brad was only 31. If you could have a conversation, and you hope this reaches only one person, what difference do you hope the mullet makes?
I hope the difference that it makes is speak to anyone that you can, and don't think that it's weak to speak when it's not. I've seen a lot of people go through mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Lost my uncle and Brad, and a lot of people in my life from it. And thinking about killing yourself, don't.
Yeah.
It's possibly one of the worst things you can do.
Tomorrow always comes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
You might think it's low.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's better.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's better after that.
Mate,
Yeah.
most people who get involved in mental health type stuff, like Amber and myself, we've all been to those dark places and managed to pull
Yeah.
ourselves up. And it's kids like you at your age that are going to be the next generation helping the others get through it and making it so it's okay to speak about.
And it is.
Yeah, we really appreciate you coming down, making the time to come and see us.
And that's all right.
Yeah. Thanks, Tanya, for the big effort.
No,
We're going
anytime,
Yeah.
anytime.
Yeah. We'll try and get you back on after you've finished everything.
Yeah.
Show you
Yeah.
show the air cadet haircut as a comparison.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, mate. Really do
you.
appreciate
That's
it.
all right.
Good on
Beautiful.
you, mate.
Well done, mate.
We'll catch you on the next episode.
TYC. Thanks for riding with us today on Twist the Throttle. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your crew. Remember, no matter how tough the road gets, you're never riding alone. Stay safe, stay open, and catch you on the next ride. Keep that throttle twisted.